We are going to turn now, though, to the other big story of the day, which is, of course, 3 years since the disappearance of Madalina Cojocari, a young girl who went missing. And that footage that we keep playing is just so stark to see it playing over and over again. There you see it. There she is leaving the bus. That is the last footage that we have of her from 3 years ago today. Now, we do want to bring in Meg. Megan, you've been looking into some of the questions that people have about this, which is a lot of them.
I mean, and we have so many questions too, right?
Yeah.
We've been following this case so tightly for years, and it's crazy to just like continue to see that footage like you just showed, and really after the court cases and everything, hear all these details and still nothing, and she's still not found is really what it is. But
yeah.
All right, so what we were doing today for Verify is what consists of a cold case. So what makes something a cold case? What doesn't make something a cold case? Because some people are like, is this a cold case yet? Because they haven't found her. Well, digging into this a little bit, the National Institute of Justice says a cold case is any case where all investigation leads have been exhausted. So there's really no length of years. It's just like when they are just like everything has been exhausted. Now, reporter Miles Harris, he spoke with Cornelius police today, the police chief, and they were saying that this is not a cold case. They are still actively looking into this every day, trying to find more evidence, more leads, all of that stuff. So they want to make sure that everybody knows that they are continuing to work on this. This is not considered a cold case. But there are differences when it does come to cold cases, and that includes not just homicides, but it is unsolved murders, missing people, and pretty much unidentified people. So if they find, a body and no one can identify them, that's considered a cold case as well. In specific agencies, it varies from agency to agency for these definitions. So it just depends, but we do have some statistics, which we love, especially for Verify. So there's this program and a project called Murder Accountability Project, and they found that 80% of homicides have been solved in North Carolina. So from 1965 to 2023 is that data. There's still 6,600 unsolved cases so far in the state from that time period. So 80% of homicides have been solved, which is, a good chunk of it. Also, too, in 2020, the NCSBI did start this cold case investigation team. So it does help local agencies with these cold cases. And that has actually significantly helped, obviously, because more resources. Sure. There's more data. There's more technology in finding, people and, murder weapons or DNA or whatever, right?
Especially for some of those smaller agencies that may need a little bit more.
1,000%. So that has definitely helped. But like I said, right now, they're not considering this a cold case. But I do have to point out that it has been 3 years. Diana Cojocari, which is the mother who did not report her missing for 23 days, is in Moldova at this time, which we still believe that's according to her Facebook page. So it is very interesting, and your heart goes out to that little girl, and hopefully something will come about. But yeah, we will continue to look into this and investigate as much as we can, because I know that there are so many questions right now. And I know that you're about to push out this Vanessa's thing, but that documentary that we put together, that Vanessa put together and our editors, oh my gosh, it is like a Netflix documentary. It's very, very good, because we obviously get to watch before everybody else. So I've been watching it, and it is so, so good. So everyone really needs to watch it at 9 o'clock tonight.
She does a fantastic job.
Fantastic job.
Really, really a labor of love. I mean, this has been a very important case for the entire community, but Vanessa in particular.
Yeah.
I know Jesse has done a lot of work on it
Jesse,
too.
Yep.
But people, especially who have been here for longer than I have and have seen this case from the beginning and just seen it kind of not hit a dead end, but hit kind of a stall. What's hard too, and I think that's why this particular question of is this a cold case is so interesting, is because somebody who might have more information exists. They're
Yeah.
just not here.
Right.
And there's no
Right.
way for police to really access them. And so
Yeah.
that makes things a lot more complicated.
And before too, we did a verify on Moldova and if they have extradition, if we share extradition laws with them, and so they don't. So like, even if we try to extradite anybody, like they can be like, no. So, so yeah,
Interesting.
very interesting.
Well, Megan, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I know
of
we'll see you
course.
again at, for traffic, but also at 6:15.
Yeah, 6:15. Yep.
All right.
I'll be there.
We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back in, actually, just kidding. Carlene, tell me again. We are going to push that special.
Push it out.
Yes, since you just mentioned it, yes, that is at 9 p.m. And Vanessa, as Megan and I were just talking about, did a fantastic job putting it together. It really timelines the last 3 years of the case from that footage that we keep showing you, the last time she was seen, to now when we kind of hit this stall in evidence and still trying to exhaust those leads, but kind of running into some trouble. So let's take a look at this teaser we put together.
A bright 11-year-old with an infectious smile who disappeared after getting off her school bus in Cornelius in 2022.
From November the 22nd to December the 15th, 23 days went by where he didn't know the location of Madalina Cojocari.
Conflicting stories from her mother and stepfather, a boarded up bedroom, fires in the backyard of her home, secret recordings, and trips out of state.
Bottom line is she's a suspect in the disappearance of her own daughter.
Everyone's still asking, where is Madalina?
Our goal is to find Madalina, and we're not going to stop until we do.
The Search for Madalina, streaming on WCNC+. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Again, at 9 p.m. tonight, as Meg said, it is really, really well put together and definitely something that you should all watch, particularly if you've been following this case for a long time like we have, or if
Or if you haven't, if you're brand new to it,
and you want to get up to date.
it's very extensive.
Yeah.
Vanessa put a lot of time and effort, and blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Yeah,
So
yeah, very
worth a
important
watch.
work. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 2 minutes.